Сайн байцгаана уу? From now on, I'm going to greet and say goodbye in Mongolian. I have done a video called 10 Common Expressions in Daily Mongolian, where you can learn 10 basic expressions including how to say hello and goodbye. I will leave the link below this video. Today, we are going to learn about Mongolian pronouns and possessive adjectives. In the previous video called Sentence Structure, I gave you a link for a vocabulary list. You can download the vocabulary list from the description of this video too. Before we start to form sentences with the words on the list, I would like to explain them to you because some of them have different usage in Mongolian. And in this video, we will be looking at the singular pronouns and possessive adjectives. So let's dive in. In bol bi. In bol mini aw. In bol mini age. Миний аав өндөр. Миний ээж хөөрхөн. Pronouns represent a person or a thing. They are words that are used instead of a person's name or an object. Possessive adjectives describes a sense of relationship or ownership of something. First of all, let's look at the singular pronouns and possessive adjectives. Bi, mini, chi, ta. Chi is used when you are talking to a person who is younger than you or close friends around the same age. Ta is used when you are talking to someone who is older than you to show them your respect. You can still use ta even if the person is younger than you if you have just met them for the first time. But if possible, use chi because it's friendlier and less formal. But you can't refer to an older person as chi, which is considered to be rude. And the same rule applies to the possessive adjectives chini, tani. Chini is used for a person who's your own age or younger than you. Tani is used for a person who is older than you. Now the third person is a tricky one. Tir, in. Both of them can mean he, she, it, showing no gender difference. Originally, tir and in is a demonstrative pronouns, this and that. Therefore, in some situations it is not very polite to use tir or in when you are referring to a person. If you don't know the person or you know them by sight, you refer to them as tir hung, in hung, which means this person, that person. Also, you can specify their gender by adding other words such as tir achun, in achun, tir zalo, in zalo, etc. But if they are close to you or you know them well, you use other words if possible. Let's say you are talking about your brother or your friend. So instead of using tir, in, you refer to the relationship between the person and you. For example, Миний ах ухаантай. Миний найз сайн хүн. The little example I gave you at the beginning, if you have noticed, I said Миний ээж хөөрхөн, not тэр хөөрхөн. You can say тэр хөөрхөн if you are talking about a stranger or a celebrity you don't know personally, but you can't refer to your mother as тэр because she is your mother, not some stranger. Basically, instead of using tir, in, you literally mention the relationship between the person and you. Or you can simply use their name. For example, Миний ээж, миний аав, миний эхнэр, миний нөхөр, миний найз, миний дүү, миний эмч. Or you can simply use their names. Бата, Туя, Бэлгүүн, Халиуна. Тэр хүний, tirhuni, inhuni, inhuni, tuni, tuni, uni, uni. The same rule applies to the possessive adjectives. If you don't know the person, or if you know them by sight, you use tirhuni, inhuni, which means that person's or this person's. Also, you can specify their gender by adding other words such as tirachni, inachni, tirtzalogin, inzalogin, etc. But if they are close to you or you know them well, you express the relationship between the person and you, or you can just use their names. For example, Mini ejing, Mini ichnerin, Mini awing, Mini nuchrin, Mini nazing, Mini imching. Or you can use their names, Bataging, Toyaging, Bilhuni, Helunaging, etc. Now there are certain spelling rules when you add suffixes to the end of a word, like for example deleting the vowel or placing letter ge between the suffix and the word, but we are not going into that today. I will make another video for that. Tuni and uni are used if it's obvious who or what we are talking about. In the next lesson, we will be looking at the plural pronouns and possessive adjectives. That is it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't have a Gmail account and you haven't signed in, you won't be able to like the video. I would highly suggest you to get a Gmail account. It's easy, and once you logged in, you can interact here on YouTube and you can subscribe not only to my channel, you will be notified every time we post a new video, and most importantly, if you have a question, you can leave a comment below and I will try to answer. Thank you for watching. Till next video. Bye there.